Hello, Sagittarius. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well. Let's see, Sagi, what your energies will be like right now so that you can use them to your advantage and be able to see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you and don't discard the message. And it applies to everyone who has Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, if you need a personal consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen, and I will be sending you all the information you need. And also, please note that 3 phone lines have been activated so you can contact a tarot service 24 hours a day. You will be able to contact my team of tarot readers who will be answering all your questions instantly. And I also wanted to share with you that the channel membership feature has been activated so you can join this community and get great benefits like early access to forecast videos and horoscopes, as well as status updates, photos, polls, and unique badges. And what we will be adding this April, for which I will soon announce the date. All those who are members of the channel will be entered into monthly raffles to have personal consultations with me. So I hope to see you there. All right, let's channel a message for the sign of Sagittarius. This starts with the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Wow. Look, Sagittarius, I feel that you have a really motivated energy right now. Like you're fired up, like you're empowered. I see you as very attractive too, not just physically, but energetically. This is like, I feel confident in myself, I feel comfortable, and I can express myself the way I like. I feel like it's also an energy that's very connected to seduction and conquest, especially everything that has to do with conquering something. It's not just about having a goal you want to achieve, for example, winning someone over, or moving forward in a romantic relationship, right? I mean, I feel that with this connection, there's a lot of magnetism, a lot of chemistry. I feel that this relationship ignites me. It lights me up. It expands my aura. It could be someone you're really attracted to. So I feel like there's no doubt here that there's a desire to build something with this person, to move forward progressively in the relationship. It's like the goal is clear. I want to move forward. That's how I feel. I feel a lot of attraction, a lot of passion. And I have no doubt that I've made the decision here to start building that relationship, to move forward with this project together. Of course, this is a joint project in a relationship. It's not just one-sided. Now, what we're seeing here is that I see you're making a lot of effort. There are some demands, but I don't see this as a bad thing in this case. Instead, I see it as effort bringing its reward too. For example, in some cases, this could be a long-distance relationship. It could be that this person is a foreigner, or it could be that you have to travel to see this person. That is, I do it for love. Since I feel this and I know that I'm making an effort, or I'm moving forward. It's not with effort, but with passion. It also has to do with the work and the time you're investing in the relationship, because you've surely seen a future with this person. You've had a hope, a vision of building something. I don't want this relationship to stay like this. I want something more. And I feel like that requires dedication. Above all, commitment. Because that's what I feel, Sagittarius. This is a moment for you to commit to something you feel, to move forward, to build trust, to build stability, and also dedication. Now, in other cases, this doesn't just apply to couples or relationships. It can also apply to personal projects or a creative project. You probably have some opportunity right now, or some idea for generating income. That is to say, hey, I feel like I have a great idea about this, and I could invest in something like that, invest in a project like that. Why not? I think it would go well and help me make a big leap with this idea.
Con esta idea,
I know it takes effort, dedication, and time. It's not easy. It's not like, okay, that's it, I decided. And whatever happens, happens. No. What I'm saying is that there's work. You're putting effort into that project, and that discipline, that passion, and above all, that confidence, because it's very important for you to be passionate about the project, to be connected with the project, that you can also express your creativity, your magnetism, your power. Those are the ingredients that will help you succeed in this project. So what I see is a lot of energy, dedication, and passion for something that attracts you, for a clear goal, for a goal of building something, both in your love life and when it comes to creative projects. Let's see what else we have. Dear Sagittarius, general energy available. What do you have around here? The Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, the King of Swords. All right. The good thing is that there's a lot of forward-moving energy right now, isn't there? Of momentum toward building something new, toward a new direction. There's something here that's really motivating you. Whether it's trips, moving, the project we've talked about that's on your mind, or moving forward in this relationship, right? Now, even though there's impulsiveness, even though there's passion, and this is moving you, it's motivating you, there's a lot of desire, right? A strong desire to be with that person, a strong desire to launch that project. Why? Because there's a sense of something new, that there's something unique here, that there's something original here that could have potential. I feel that beyond that impulsiveness, you want to do things differently. Why? Why? There's a sense here of wanting to do this, but wanting to do it right. I want to do it from a different place. And this is where your mental side comes in, right? The one that analyzes, the one that sees the situation from a slightly higher perspective. And I feel like here there could be what? Strategy. There could be a project. There could be a plan here. This is, I'm going to jump into something new. I'm going to jump into the unknown. I have the drive pushing me forward, the impulse, the fire, the temperament, and the intensity to move forward with this idea I have in mind. But I want to do it right. I want to do it with the right information, with the right research, with the right analysis, and launch it at the right moment, for example, right? So what I feel is that you all are going to be analyzing each step, studying the possibilities. This has to do with a creative or financial project. The market will be analyzed along with what's trending right now, the current trends, right? Innovative tools that you can apply. It's not just because I want to, on impulse, but there's an energy to do it differently. It's about handling it wisely. Let intuition guide you too. Listen to your intuition. What is it telling you about where that project, that path is leading, or how to carry it out? It's time to act. It's time for all those ideas you have in mind not to remain just fantasies or dreams, but for you to make these decisions and execute them, move forward. The same goes for this connection in this relationship, to move forward. But it's not just about moving forward because of what you feel, but knowing what you're doing, knowing that this also requires commitment, it requires care, knowing that the issue of communication with the other person is also very important. I feel that if this concerns a sentimental matter, I see you being very communicative right now. It's like the foundations of the relationship are very connected. By communicating deeply and opening up, not being afraid to be vulnerable, to show your deepest side, to share your inner world, to open up. I mean, this is everything I've been keeping inside for so long, and I want to tell you, I want to confess it to you. Why? Because that's where that stability will start to form, and that structure that supports the relationship. If we only rely on impulse and the initial spark, yes, there can be intensity at first. But sometimes you say, well, this starts fast and ends fast, or it burns out, right? So since you have analyzed the situation, and here there is a project that you want to grow, to mature, and to evolve, are you going to take other steps, both in your love life and in your projects or in your work? There could also be some subject or course of study, right? Why not study something like that? Why not start that program or course that could help you improve your skills, work skills, creative skills? Anything that can add to this is welcome. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I also feel a lot of light in you, huh? Emperor, strength. Wow, so much progress. The Eight of Pentacles, death. There's no doubt that you've also started fresh, right? I feel a reborn Sagittarius. A Sagittarius who has regained their power and energy, and above all, their willpower. You're at a moment where nothing can stop you, nothing can hold you back. And I feel you're so motivated to move forward with those ideals in that project that right now I feel you are unstoppable. As for the bond, yes, there's no doubt about the bond. I can feel you in it. It's like you've realized it. It requires dedication. It requires consistency. It requires care. It also requires work, a lot of inner work. It's very important. The passion, right? That this passion always stays alive, this chemistry, being able to play with each other, being able to have fun, but also with that energy of maturity, of support, of, I don't want this relationship to just be a game, to just be a passionate connection, but to give it a structure, to give it also to set certain boundaries, healthy boundaries in the relationship, because those are what will define the connection, right? Beyond maybe giving the relationship a label or not, but I feel that what you two are starting emotionally, what's starting to motivate you, what you're passionate about, it's something you two have already started. And I feel that this bond is getting stronger and stronger, more and more solid. This is serious. There's a serious commitment here, and above all, steady progress. So pay attention, because there could be really good news these days regarding work, your profession, like starting to see results as well. I see a change there. There could be expansion. There could be growth here, greater recognition, attracting more job or financial opportunities. And I also see you as especially creative. It's creativity that's been awakened. Maybe you had it there, like asleep, or it was just dormant, waiting to be awakened, right? You have a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge to express and to apply. This is not the time to keep all that to yourself, but to start expressing everything you know. Because you have tools and you have the knowledge, a very deep knowledge. This will take you into a new stage in your life, especially one of progress. Let's see, Sagittarius, what do we have in the oracle? Let's go with your advice or message. Sagittarius. Let's see what we have. Egyptian Oracle. You have the offering here. Well, I feel that this, in terms of the emotional matters we've talked about, is an energy that's very connected to the topic of admiration. I feel that admiration is also a big component of the love that should exist in a couple, in a relationship. It's not about putting the other person on a pedestal and seeing them in an idealized way, but about seeing them realistically. But to admire the other person for who they are, for how they are with you, for how they make you feel as well. And it's really lovely to tell the other person from the heart what you admire about them. To admire the person you have by your side, or also to receive this, to feel admired by the other person. I think it's something so rewarding. It contributes to making relationships more genuine, more profound as well. On the other hand, the offering can also be telling us about something we need to give, something we need to let go of. It's about what I give in order to receive. If you've made a wish, if there's something you want to make happen, if there's something you want to achieve, there's something you need to give. It's about how I offer this up for a higher good. I do it as an offering, as a request, a release. And I'm not talking about something material, something physical. It can also be, mind you, a symbolic act, a ritual act that you do where you make an offering in order to receive something. Dear Sagittarius, this is what we've seen. For all of you, have a beautiful day. And we'll see you here next time. Thank you.